a special episode of Free Beer with Charlie. In this edition of What's Brewing in the Ozarks, Turkey Creek Brewery in Hollister, Missouri was born out of 15 years of garage-based brewing and is actually the first pub in the town brewing its own beer.
Look, I hope I taught you to be a good dough ball hunter now. Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty good at it. I've been pretty good at making them.
There's plenty of stirring during the brewing process, so Charlie and I got into the action, and under the watchful eye of Mark Hubbard, we didn't screw it up.
Charlie's stirring like a mad thing up here.
Good. Needs to be stirred. Whipper into shape.
The grains are cooked precisely the right amount of time at the right temperature to release their sugars. These cooked grains are really tasty. Soon Turkey Creek Brewery will be taking these grains to be made into doggy treats.
So we were able to sample this hot barley malt tea before it becomes beer. It's really good, just like this.
Certain hops are added, and man, they smell good.
Lots of notes are taken during the whole process. Sometimes when something out of control happens, it turns out to be a happy accident, because they'll do it again on purpose.
To tell if there was a drift in flavor or whatever, so I take really good notes here. Try to take even better notes each
What do you
time
mean
I
a drift in flavor?
So I might pick up a little difference in the flavor between like the common, we're rebrewing it compared to what's on tap. So what we'll do is we'll take and we'll can up 4 to 8 cans, we'll put them in the cooler before this beer runs out, and we'll compare this beer to that beer.
Oh, okay.
Make sure they're still where they need to be.
Kind of a quality control.
I usually can tell because they're my beers.
Right.
And so I can usually tell the difference. The normal person may not be able to tell. Scott's good at telling too as well. Like, hey Scott, is this on track? You know, and he's like, yeah, it's on track, or no, something's different, you know. And
Yeah.
so I have to go back and look at notes. So it's
Cool.
the better notes you take, the better you know what kind of happened. You have one off the tap, pour a couple cans of different beers, and then just look at the colors, make sure the color's still been tracking well, and the flavor's still on. Of course, there's that lagering process that adds a little bit that we were talking about. Right. So it's going to be a little fresher. So you just kind of got to know what that freshness is, you know, and how it blends down over time.
Cool.
I mean, the best way we really like to do it is let the beers tell us when they want to be served, right? So we try them while they're sitting in there, and they're like, oh, it's prime, let's hit it now, right?
Let's take a look at just some of the offerings from Turkey Creek Brewery.
Let's see, what goes great with beer? Yeah, it would be ridiculous if we didn't mention the food. The wood-fired pizza oven has a following of its own. Bringing folks back for more of that crispy goodness. Whether you come here for the beer or the food, you'll stay for the good times and friendships.
Hip to them, tracing your strong.